Welcome and thank you so much for joining me, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and today, although it may be our most beloved mobile game, a game that has thrived and entertained us for over 9 years, it is true, there are quite a few things, at least 10, that players absolutely hate, that make players rage in Clash of Clans, and in today's episode, we are going to begin covering some of them. I, of course, invite you to add your own ideas for future episodes in the comments. Please do leave a like on the video and consider subscribing for more amazing Clash of Clans content. And also remember that we're not trying to be negative about Clash. Everybody loves the game, that's why you're here watching the video. But there are things that we would love to see maybe no longer be a part of Clash, or things that could be changed. We, of course, will cover some of those in these episodes and perhaps talk about whether or not there's a possibility that these things will ever be added to, removed from, or changed in Clash of Clans to make life just a little bit better for its players. So let's start this list of 10 things players hate in Clash of Clans with one that, of course, will never change, and that is the old 99% attack. Yes, of course, you hate it, it makes you rage, you wish you never had one, but, you know, it also represents balance in the game. If the attack is that close, then maybe there's something you could have done to grab that third star. So while a 99% attack is something that makes players rage, it is also something that can make players better. Now, speaking of players getting better, how about number 2? And this is definitely something that could be controlled. That is rushed clan members. We're talking about the player that just decides they want to upgrade to the next town hall in order to unlock whatever it is. They don't care if they're fully maxed out or anywhere near it. And this can definitely cause major rifts among clans. I have seen many players get kicked from clans for less. It hurts clans in clan wars, and the only time you want to see a rushed base is if you are out on the attack. Okay, moving on to the third thing that players hate in Clash of Clans, and you probably knew that I was going to figure out a way to squeeze this into the episode, but creators also hate it when players don't use creator codes in Clash of Clans. Now, hold on just a second. Before you get mad at me and rage at me for this, let me remind you that this is a gift from Supercell to all creators, not just Galadon. Yes, code Galadon works, but so do many other codes that support amazing content creators that are working long hours to bring you entertaining content. If you would please consider using a creator code before you make any purchase in the game, it would help out all of us creators, and it doesn't cost you, the players, anything. Now, moving on to the number 4 thing that makes players rage, that players absolutely hate in Clash of Clans, and this one is going to require some explaining, and that is mismatches. Now, I put this in quotes because it is often a misnomer. What I mean is, when you're complaining that in CWL you got mismatched against a much higher town hall, you need to remember that this is not a matchmaking system. CWL is a performance-based system, and clans often switch in and out higher, lower level players throughout days, throughout wars and seasons, and you never know what a clan may be doing as far as perhaps growing, getting new higher level members, or they're intentionally trying to drop down to a lower league. So yeah, it's not really Supercell's fault that you got matched up against a much higher level town hall. Just chalk it up to experience and do your best. Now, when it comes to builder hall attacks, many players complain about being a lower level builder hall, getting up in trophies, and facing a big, tough, mean, maxed out builder hall 9. This again comes down to your trophy counts, and actually is kind of a compliment. If you're facing higher level builder hall players while battling it out, that means that you are likely better than the average player at your own builder hall level and have exceeded that trophy rank to the point that the game is matching you with higher level builder hall players. At this point, you need to remember 2 key things. Number 1, you're likely better, more skilled than the opposing player. And number 2, remember that the league rewards don't really change that dramatically from one league to the next, so perhaps it's going to be easier for you to drop down a league or 2 and pick up more frequent wins. That way you spend less time battling for that loot in the builder hall and more time back at home working on your home village, which of course could be a whole nother thing about making players rage because Supercell isn't adding a builder hall 10 or adding any updates to the builder hall, but we won't talk about that this episode. Moving right along to number 5, things that players hate in Clash of Clans. Again, we come back to clan members, and this time it's clan members that don't do their war attacks or their attacks in CWL. Now, I know I'm not the only one that has been a member or a leader of a clan that has lost a war or perhaps even missed out on a possible promotion to a higher CWL league because players did not do their attacks in CWL. Nothing worse than seeing the unused attacks at the end. It does absolutely make players, including myself, rage, and I will also be the first to admit that I have missed attacks before myself, and I've probably cost my clan the war. So, you know, it's one of those things that happen. I guess sometimes we have to give players the benefit of the doubt and remember that real life is going to sometimes interfere with gaming. It just happens. Moving on, number 6. This is terrible. The Trader. Okay, let's talk about this, okay? Because this one really kind of gets my goat. I'll tell you right now. The Trader in Clash of Clans and the buy versus sell prices, right? Now, we've all been super excited and happy when we pick up a Rune of Elixir, and we're so glad that we've got a free Rune of Elixir when the Trader would otherwise want us to pay 1,500 gems for it. Fantastic, we have an item worth 1,500 gems. Oh my gosh, we are so rich. Wait a minute. You're gonna tell me that this 1,500 gem Rune of Elixir will sell for 50 gems. 50 gems. This is unbelievable highway robbery, and any trader in any city that tried to do anything like this would definitely get run out on a rail. But the Trader continues to get away with it, and don't even get me started on the price of shovels. And of course, this buy-sell discrepancy applies to any magic item, any potion, anything. You know that the Trader is gonna rip you off. All right, moving on to number 7, and this one has been a sore spot ever since the implementation of the Gold Pass in Clash of Clans. Players, especially those that are free to play, want the Gold Pass to be available for gems. Now, unfortunately, the Clash of Clans team has addressed this question in the past many times and stated that things are not going to change. You will not see the Gold Pass available for gems. It's only going to be for money. And really, when you think about it from a strictly financial standpoint, look at other games, you will find that you just can't get these type of season passes for anything but cash. And you also have to remember that when the Gold Pass was implemented in Clash, it was the single biggest revenue month in the history of the game. Now, I know you may say that you don't care that Supercell makes money on Clash, but if they weren't profiting, you would not be playing. They've got to pay their employees, the marketing, the servers, and all that stuff. Got to keep the game going so that we can keep playing. Now, I've just scratched the surface today about things players hate, things that make players rage. Help me out down in the comments and expand this series. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much, as always, for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode, because you are the true hashtag Galadon family. That's why I love thinking about and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, be kind to other people, animals, and the planet. I will see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, things players hate. How about content creators talking too fast at the end of episodes?